welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Lewis, and right behind me is my 2022 Honda Civic SI, and today I'm going to be installing a 271 exhaust. This video is not sponsored by them whatsoever. I bought this with my own money. The reason why I bought it was my car was making a weird vibrating noise underneath. I was able to find where it was coming from inside the exhaust, but that would require to remove the whole exhaust, and I thought while I'm at it, I might as well install a new exhaust. But the vibrating noise is gone, so I don't know what was going on. It's really weird. It doesn't seem like there's anything wrong with my downpipe, or maybe something, had fallen in there somehow. It doesn't seem like that was the case. I don't know what's going on. Either way, I'm gonna go ahead and install the 271 exhaust, remove the old one. It should just be 3 bolts that connect to the front pipe and a couple hangers. When you buy the exhaust, there are a couple options. I think you can buy from the front pipe back, but I didn't option for their front pipe because I already have a PRL front pipe installed. And another reason why I went with this exhaust was because theirs isn't a full 3-inch. I believe it's a 2.75 inch. Could be wrong. I'll link it down in the description box below so you can see for yourself. But theirs isn't a full 3-inch. And I didn't want a full 3-inch because this is a daily driver. I don't want to be I'm not trying to make my ears bleed while I'm driving. So I wanted something that still had a little bit of tone to it, but not excessive. It's, again, my daily driver. So yeah, I'll go ahead, show you guys what it looks like to remove. Should be pretty straightforward. And then I'll compare the old one to the new one when I do the unboxing. And yeah, I'll show you what it sounds like so you can get kind of an idea of what it's gonna sound like. Again, I do have a PRL down pipe and front pipe. Both of those are 3-inch, and they're gonna connect to the 271 exhaust. So if you have a stock down pipe, front pipe, the sound that you get out of your exhaust might be completely different, just so you keep that in mind whenever you decide you wanna do an exhaust for your car. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started.
Okay, so welcome to the underside of my car. First thing you're gonna wanna do is remove these 3 flange bolts that hold this part of the exhaust to the front pipe. And yeah, once we get those 3 bolts removed, we can start working on the hangers. Okay, I know it's kind of awkward, but the best way to remove those rubber hangers when you're working on the ground like I am is just get some soapy water and try to spray it inside where the rubber grommet is, or the rubber hanger is, and then take some pliers, some like these if I can focus, get some of these, put it on, and then twist it off. Be gentle with it. Obviously you don't want to rip it, but that's the best way. I tried using a flathead, didn't work out so well. So just giving you a heads up. Okay. Okay, so now there's this hanger right here and another one on the opposite side. Should be pretty straightforward. Just get some soapy water. And just like that. Okay, so on top of these 2 that I took out, there's actually 2 more. There's one literally right up there and right here. This is the one that I took out on this side, so that way you guys know what I'm talking about. And yeah, once you take those out, the exhaust starts coming out. Again, use some soap and some pliers, and they should come out not easy, but a lot easier than not using soap. Okay, so here's the stock exhaust removed. You can see there's a hanger right there. There's 2 hangers right there, and then 2 more hangers right here. And that's all you really need to remove for the stock exhaust. Here we have the 271 packaging. I went ahead, I undid all the tape, so once you open it, this is what you get to see. I think it's pretty cool how they did their packaging. 271, tuna-on white, no crust. That's pretty dope. So I'm gonna go ahead, remove everything out of the box and set it right next to
the stock exhaust so we can see what everything is going to look like compared to the stock one. Okay, so I went ahead and unboxed everything. Here's what the 271 looks like in comparison to the stock exhaust. So you can see that it looks pretty nice. So it's pretty much straight back. Then it has these two mufflers in the back, and you got a 271 logo right there. And it comes with all the hardware and the gaskets that you would need for the install. They also include this cool little pamphlet thing, and it will show you the installation instructions as well as your part number and information about the part that you purchased. So that's pretty cool. The packaging was prether good. I didn't really see any issues. I did have one nick, probably from shipping, right there, if you can see it. Other than that, everything came out pretty well. So I'm gonna go ahead and install it, and then we can hear what it'll sound like out in the streets, see what we got ourselves into. Okay, so here's all the hardware that comes in the box. It comes with a total of 4 gaskets. Then we have a bunch of bolts, washers, lock washers, and nuts. We have a total of 9 total. And we have these interesting little spacer bolt things. So I'll figure out what that goes to. But yeah, that's all the hardware that's included with the kit. So this is what you can expect when you get yours and you unbox it. Okay, so I finished the install. I didn't really get to record most of it because it's a real pain to get the camera under there and show you guys everything that you need to do. But I'm not too worried about it because it's really straightforward. All you have to do is just hook up all the 3-bolt flanges. I recommend following 271's instructions. They're extremely detailed and they tell you everything that you need to do. So that way you have a successful install, everything will be properly aligned, so that way your exhaust doesn't look crooked. But it turned out pretty great. It looks nice, it sounds nice. I'm gonna go ahead and cut to the sound of the exhaust right now on a cold start and me revving it all the way up to redline. So I hope you enjoy that. Here it is. Okay, so now all that's really left to do is just go on a drive, see what it sounds like inside the cabin, and then take some shots of the car from the back so that way you can see what it looks like. And yeah, I'm happy with it. Hopefully if you guys go with this exhaust, you guys are happy with it as well. I think it looks really nice. I think it looks clean, doesn't look too ricey, and it doesn't sound bad at all. It actually sounds pretty good. So let's go out for a drive and see what it sounds like inside the car. Okay, so I just finished installing the exhaust. Now we're inside of the car. We're about to go for just a drive, small drive around town, just so you guys can kind of hear what it sounds like inside of the cabin while driving with this new 271 exhaust. First thing that I've noticed is that it's a lot louder inside the cabin than normal, and that's to be expected. It's a bigger exhaust. So how does the drone compare to stock? Well, obviously there wasn't any drone with the stock exhaust, but with the 271 exhaust, there is a slight drone. Obviously that's not going to be something that you can get rid of with any exhaust once you go bigger, but it's not terrible. I've had a much bigger exhaust, 3-inch, with a 4-inch exhaust tips on the Type R, and that's pretty rough on the ears. It sounded good, but daily driving that car was a nightmare. But this doesn't sound too bad. I do feel like I have to raise my voice a little bit louder in order for you to hear me, or if somebody's sitting in the passenger seat, for them to hear me. So I don't know how much of I like the tone. It doesn't sound ricey. It doesn't have a rasp to it. I know if you go to a 3-inch exhaust, you're probably gonna have some rasp. It's not gonna sound too good, but it's not too bad for a 1.5 liter engine. I'm not complaining. So all that's really left to do is maybe do some drive-bys. I'll see if I can do a pull here soon, but I'll do a drive-by of the car so you can hear what it sounds like from the outside, because that's what a lot of us want, is to see what it sounds like when we're driving past, you know, our friends and being a bunch of hooligans. Okay, so now I'm in the highway and I'm going 65 miles an hour. There's no real drone, just cruising 65 miles an hour. Yeah, I mean, it's not terrible. It's not making my ears bleed, so just let me know what you guys think. If you think this is bearable, or maybe you want more out of it, I'm not sure. I think it sounds good. I don't think it needs to be obnoxiously loud inside of here. Alright guys, that sums up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe, hit the like button, and if you have any questions, leave it down in the comment section below. I'll be able to answer any questions you guys may have. And also follow me on Instagram, so that way you can see all my daily posts and anything that I don't post on YouTube, or things to come up in YouTube. So thank you again for watching my videos, and I'll see you next time.